Joining us now from Rome to tell us more about the importance of sacred music in the life of the church is Sister Rosemary Esseff, a Dominican Sister of Nashville. Sister Rosemary, so wonderful to be with you today. First off, tell us, how can sacred music draw us closer to God and protect us from the chaos of the outside world?
Well, sacred music, when we think of the antiphon that was written for the Feast of St. Cecilia, there's this antiphon that says, "While the instruments were playing, Cecilia sang to God in her heart, saying, 'May my heart be made immaculate, that I may not be confounded or put to shame.'" So these instruments we could think of as perhaps the musical instruments getting ready for her marriage, but they were also possibly the instruments of torture, getting ready for her martyrdom. And so in spite of all of this chaos going around her, she was begging, singing to the Lord from her heart, asking to keep her heart pure and focused on him who she was about to see in heaven.
And Sister, why did you join this particular order? And what does St. Cecilia mean to you?
Well, I think I didn't choose the order. I think the Lord just called me from I was getting ready to graduate with a degree in music. This was in 1993. And I fell deeply, deeply in love with the Lord, with Jesus. And he really spoke to my heart and said, "Rose of my heart, be my bride," and drew me to this community of St. Cecilia that has a heritage of bringing music to young women. It started out teaching music to young women in Nashville in 1860. And I thought I would be giving up music when I entered the convent, and little did I know that would be the rest of my life so far. Been 30-some years now, leading the community in a revival of sacred music.
That is so beautiful. What a beautiful story. Remind us again who St. Cecilia was and why she's so closely linked to music.
Cecilia was also a soul that was deeply in love with the Lord. And as she let herself be engaged in a mystical marriage to the Lord, that love of God transformed her life, and she was able to even bring her husband. She had a wonderful husband, Valerian, a Roman nobleman. She brought him into the church, his brother into the church. She ministered to the poor around her. And through her witness and testimony, many, many conversions in Rome, in this beautiful city of Rome, in a time when Christianity was illegal, she was the means of conversion for many of these souls.
So beautiful. Before I let you go, I know that you have some upcoming musical projects. Can you tell us about that? And are you doing anything special for the Jubilee year?
Well, I have just finished a doctorate in composition from the Pontifical Institute of Sacred Music, and the focus of the doctorate was an opera that I composed on the life of St. Cecilia. We have in our community 13 stained glass windows that trace her life. So I took each of those windows and created the background story of the window and put them together into an opera. It's about 3 hours long. And I've now published a portion of that dissertation called the Cecilia Companion. And through all of these studies that I've learned in composition, I'm bringing that to my own community. And we are having a revival of sacred music with the liturgical texts. I've been composing them and having the sisters really learn to take those words deeply into their hearts. So our prayer life is becoming very rich and deep through this newly composed sacred music.
That is wonderful. Sister Rosemary, thank you so much for being with us today. We really appreciate it. God bless you.
Thank you, Tracy. God bless you too. Thank you.